So I see that you clicked on the how the fuck do I use this button, which is okay, don't feel bad. Albert Einstein once said, everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. Powerful stuff. Although, in this case, instead of being a fish failing at climbing a tree, you're a human failing at reading and basic logical reasoning. So maybe genius is a strong word? Alright, that's enough fucking with you. I kind of just kept adding shit to this program. So by this point, there are so many things you can do, it can be kind of hella intimidating. So I'm going to give you a rundown on what everything does. Okay, so to start with, your basic shape adding tools, like add a rectangle, add a circle, add a polygon. All of these are pretty simple. You can just kind of figure them out by experimenting and clicking and shit. Remember, if at any point you don't understand what's going on, you can just check the top and there should be instructions explaining how to do stuff, pretty much making this whole video obsolete. So if you don't want to watch the rest of this, then you can look up at any point and you should figure it out. Yeah, so now you've got your joints. Joints are used to connect two shapes together. These are how the creatures will actually move in the simulator. Each joint has a motor attached to it, and the brain of the creature controls the direction and speed of each motor. So if you want to be a basic bitch, you can create a car using a rectangle, two circles, and two joints. Wow, look at that. How creative. Fantastic. So yeah, you can use these joints to create a little creature which has some legs, and these joints are kind of like the knee and hip joints of a person. If you want to fuck with your creation in the editor at any time, you can press space or the play button. This will turn the physics engine on, and you can drag him around and make him fucking eat shit. Okay, so you can create a guy, give it some joints, give it some legs, give that sucker the gift of life, and wait a second. Something seems off here. Can't quite figure out. Oh, he needs feet. There you go. He also seems to be some sort of abomination spawned from the depths of hell. So unless that's what you're going for, then you're probably going to want to fix that. This is a very long-winded and shitty way of explaining that you're going to want to limit your joints. Most creatures I know can't spin their joints like this. So if we click the limit joints button, you can add limits to your joints. That is why I named it limit joints. So here you can define the two extremes the joint is allowed to rotate to. You can change which shape the limit is relative to by slapping that tab key. So we can limit the knees and shit to be more human. And now we're talking. All the other buttons on this page are pretty self-explanatory. Move and rotate allows you to move and rotate shit. Move and resize allows you to move and resize shit. I really nailed the button naming with these two. A quick note here is that you use the mouse wheel to rotate or resize whatever your mouse is over, and you can hold shift to speed that up. Again, just reading the top would teach you that, but that would require a level of intelligence that I'm not confident that all of you have. Anyway, moving on. Fuse shapes allows you to fuse two shapes together, essentially becoming one big shape, so you can create a hammer and beat the shit out of your creation. And if you want more hammers, you can clone the shape and voila, now it's a war crime. And deletes things. That's pretty fucking obvious. Okay, so that's the basic options. They're all you need to make a creature, but if you've got your big boy pants on, you can hit that advanced button and see what it's like to be a fucking man. It's really not that different. I just couldn't fit all the buttons on one page. Okay, so we got some buttons referring to collisions here, which is easier explained with an example. So in the first video I did on this project, I made a guy, which he's cool, he's fun, he's flapping and stuff. But some of my very respected supporters in the comment section notified me that apparently most humans can move one leg past the other. Learn something new every day. So to prevent these fellas from permanently doing the crab walk, we're going to need to prevent the legs of the player from colliding with each other. And would you look at that, we have just the button for you. You can remove collisions between two shapes here, and now the curse of the crab walk has been lifted. If you just want to remove collisions between all shapes, then you can just select this box and voila, you've got no collisions at all. This next one should probably be on the cosmetics page, but it's here, and I'm done making changes to this shit show, so let's just talk about it. We got the Edit Shape Layers button, which is a pretty simple button. It's used for changing which shapes should appear on top. So if you want this guy to look more 3D, then you just change the order so that some of the legs are behind the body and that some of them are in front of the body. Pretty simple. And we've got the Show Joint Limits button, which will just toggle whether or not the little blue joint arcs show up. It really doesn't matter, but it's here, so now you know. Alright, so you build a creature and it's looking great, it's looking fantastic. However, something is missing. What could that be? Oh yeah, emotion. Let's add... Oh shit. My whole rig just fell over. Fuck. Alright, sorry about that. We're back on. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, right, fear. Yes. So we're going to add some fear into the eyes of our creature. Just add some sense of horror and guilt to the whole experience. This is hella simple stuff. You just attach images to shapes. An important note is that the picture will be attached to the selected shape, not the shape the mouse is currently over. So if you put the face here, but oh no, you have the foot selected, then guess what? You fucked up. So yeah, do that. You can move, rotate, resize, and delete images, which is all pretty standard stuff. The last button to cover before we can evolve our creature is to change the fill color button, which, yep, you guessed it, lets you change the color of shit. we did it, friend. I'm sorry there's so much shit going on, but now that you know what's going on, then you can build away to your heart's content. Feel free to make humans, animals, cars, dicks, pianos. Let's be real. You're just gonna make dicks, so have fun with your dicks. That was not a sentence I ever wanted to say. Bye.